Look, it's Aloha Week. Hope Margaret wasn't watching. Tomorrow they're having a parade. We probably will stream it, but boy, it is a beautiful, beautiful event. It's the event you've seen many, many pictures of. It's where all the horses and cars have flowers all over them. They have the beautiful leis all over the people. It's more than just leis. It's like blankets of flowers. Aloha, one and all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon in Waikiki on the island of Oahu. It's going to be difficult for me to get that down to call it Oahu, but I'll do my best. This is a Royal Hawaiian Center entertainment stage. They did just a beautiful, beautiful job with this little garden area. And you just, when you like a lot of things, you take it for granted when you walk by it every day. But when I stop from time to time and look and just see all the work they did and how beautifully they laid this out and how well it's, you know, used by the visitors here, it's just really, really well done. Aloha, Cheryl Ray, Judy Jones, Ruth, not the daughter, Diane K, listen, look at you joining us on YouTube. Diane, do you like YouTube better or do you like Facebook better? You can be honest. And Gary, great to see you. Donna Ward and Kathy. Just this back lawn area. Sometimes when that rope is up, when I come through here like really, really late at night, it's just me and the security guards and Lucille. We'll go on this other side of this little rope here. And it does say no trespassing, but we'll go walk around here. And she doesn't do anything bad back there, but she loves to walk around there because she can smell all the chickens and the cats that are around here and all that. Little Ronald and Nancy. Yeah, great hula show. You know, they're also doing the hula shows like that, but they're doing them more intermittently inside the international marketplace. I hope that they would do more of those. You know, do those more often. We're just going to walk over here to the back side of Rumfire and look at a little bit of the ocean because that's my obligation to a few of you every day that we stream to show you the ocean. And we're going to sit and announce the winners. We're actually going to do a few more things, but we'll talk about that when I'm sitting down over there. Hello, Lance. Wish you were here, man. I would actually have a beer with you today. As soon as I'm through with the best Hawaiian coffee in all of Hawaii, I would love to have a longboard with you. And you don't know how many people it upsets when I say that Starbucks is the best Hawaiian coffee in all of Hawaii, but it is. Hello, Janet. Aloha. Glad you got back. Thank you for spending the time with me that you did. It was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You're one of the people I'm doing it for, you and Janet. You guys are always asking about seeing the ocean. Let's try this with someone in the shot. Watch. In the shot, see? Oh, I busted that last part. That last part I got too close. Aloha, Valerie Boyd. Rick, good to see you, amigo. Are you finished with your withdrawals from Hawaii? Cooper's Pail. Thank you, guys. You guys are doing such a great job on the, you know, I kind of listened back to one of the streams the other day and it seemed like I was upset or I was backing off. I'm really not. I just want, I don't want to say this is all for you guys because it's not. It's for me first. And then, but for you guys, I want to have the channels grow because it allows us to do so much for you guys. The more streamers or more subscribers we have, the more giveaways we can have. I mean, it will be a very, very minor profit source, but you'll see. You guys can call me out on it. And, 6 months or a year from now, You could say, oh, Tony, you lied so much. These are some of the best slippers or flip-flops you can have right there. It'll be a small profit source for me, but the most of the profit is going to go back into making, doing giveaways with you guys with trips and giveaways and gift cards and stuff like that. So the more people we have, the more of that we're going to be able to do. So you're helping me help you, help us help you. And you guys are doing a really good job. Percentage-wise, having fewer than 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and getting the numbers that we're getting, I mean, it's pretty ridiculous, because YouTube they almost penalize you. They certainly do not help you at all in their algorithm. They don't display the videos very well at all. So the fact we're getting 100 to 500, 600, there's several that had 1,500 views. It's all because of you guys, and I do appreciate it. And it helps us help you. Oh, you have a pair of those, Michelle? Ooh, it's coming in. All right. Yeah, I was out here early this morning. It was dark when I was out here this morning, and the tide was coming in. So I guess it's already coming back in. It certainly looks like it. Yeah, it is. It's coming in. I mean, I know it's in more than what it was earlier, but boy. Here we go. This will be, no. I know this will have a little bit more sun in it, I know, but I just want to show this to you. See all those catamarans out there at Turtle Island? They're doing their snorkel. There's some glass bottom boats. There's a catamaran there. A catamaran boat, not a catamaran sail. Those catamaran boats can move. Boy, they have less, they have a catamaran, so they have like a hull here and a hull here and an opening in the middle, so they have less friction going through the water. That's like the in China at Macau, going from Hong Kong to Macau, they have that catamaran boat. It's a high-speed boat, but it's massive. And you wouldn't think that boat could get up and go, but boy, it moves, man. With a bunch of people, it's like a 3-decker boat. It's quite impressive. All right, let's go over here. This lady's going to get wrecked by this wave coming up right here, right behind her. She was leaning over the edge to take her picture. Hey, sir, how are you? To take her photo and scare the hell out of her. I saw it coming. Here's one coming up right here. I'll stay right here for you guys. Oh. I thought it had you, man. It was coming after you. Boy, that water action right there is just beautiful. Isn't just this one little corner does such a beautiful, just a beautiful setting. Is that a nice shot right there? It is beautiful today. I don't know what color that is. I was meeting and speaking with Steve and Sandra, the cheaters, the other day, the ones who won all the. I'm just going to move out of the way of this wave here. And we were trying to decide what color the ocean was, and they were remarking that when they're on their catamaran sail, as most of us do, when you're out there, if you haven't done a catamaran sail, you can see that line, the ocean out there, that line, that darkest line, that's when you're sailing at the furthest point on the catamarans. That color, if you've been on the live streams and saw, the footage of it, it's almost not even realistic, because when you see it with just your eyes, it's such an amazing blue. And someone correctly called it sapphire blue, and man, it's the most It's the richest blue. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful color. Just beautiful. And the ocean smell, I wish you guys had smell-o-vision. The ocean smell right now because this water is so active right here below me. Let me let you take a look at that. Yeah, yeah.
Aruba, there was no way.
It's a shallow island, that's why. Yeah, sapphire. That's a good point. I mean, look at that. Can you see? When you're watching, I'm not sure how close you watch or how far, but watch. I'll hold it here as long as I can before a wave gets me, but watch all along this line if you can. Watch along this whole line here. You can see all the way down to Beachcomber, or actually right in front of Monkey Pod, right straight there. You can also see a plane leaving. That's probably Sandra right there crying right now. On a Friday. But watch the wave action. Watch right there in front of Outrigger. Those are smashing and getting quite high over there. This will be a good one here. Love that. And you can see just the right along the break out there, right along the break where the waves are coming out. That's such a great place to surf. Hello. So nice. And I'm on the lookout for that black turtle too. I'm sure we're going to find it one day. Oh, shoot.
It's a beautiful view.
I know, isn't it? Hang on one second, guys. Man, I got soaked. Here's another good one for this guy. Some kids will lean over the rail sometimes to let those waves smash them in the face. There you go. All right. Let's hope that the Rumfire police don't come out and shut me down. All right, we'll do a couple housekeeping things first. I know you guys like this view. I enjoy it as well. How's that? Ooh, let me. Fix it up for you. How's that? Is that good? Good deal. All right. So probably some of you, if not most of you, are on the Marugame Udon stream. One of the things I really like to do is I like to show you the real situations. I don't like to. I mean, that's why even when there's issues with people reaching out or grabbing me or things like that, I'm reminded of the night that we had the security guard come up to me here. Not security. I don't know why I said security. Well, actually, that same night, it was the security guard over there from Sheridan Waikiki came up to me, but that was off camera. But on camera, the seating manager or male host came over and asked me to leave. I left that on the stream. I like you guys to see that because although that's 1% of the interactions I have, 99% of all other interactions are wonderful, beautiful. And sometimes there's things that I do that are uncomfortable, like I respond to somebody, or I don't like a particular food, or I don't like what's happening. And rather than shut the stream down or get away, I would much rather leave you guys on the stream. But I'm reminded of that choice because of Marugame Udon. And I want you guys to be really honest about it, because that was not the best stream. I did not like how that stream went, to be honest. I really didn't. I didn't like that it was so crowded. I didn't like that it was very loud. I wasn't a big fan that we had that issue with the seating. Although you guys, when you guys see, you see this side and this side, you don't see what's behind me. And I'm not crying poor or feel sorry for me at all. It does that. None of that bothers me. It bothers me that it bothers the stream and bothers the quality. So I just want to ask you, is that a stream that you think that we should either do again, or I should delete it, or how did you like that, or how did you not like that? Did you like? Were you bothered by how it took away from the stream itself, or did you hear the guy coughing like right beside me? Was that disruptive to you? Let me know your honest thoughts here, please. I really want to know. Oh, it wasn't too loud on the stream, okay? But I know everybody has their own opinions, but feel free. Let me know what you think. I'm ready for Lance. You were on that. You were on the stream, weren't you? You'll tell me. Tell me what you think. Actually, Janet, Kathy wasn't bothered. Keep it the way it is. Not bothered by it. And don't think I want to hear a certain thing, guys. I really want to know the truth. If you really think it was too much or not enough, or I'm happy with it anyway. It doesn't matter to me. That's my point, Stoker Suzanne. I want it to be real. It was true how it would be. Yeah. Leave it up made it didn't get more real than that, considering how busy. Yeah. Didn't hear any coughing. Wow. Not bothered by it. Yeah. True representation. Okay. Keep the stream up. Yeah. I agree. I mean, it's not, this also goes in the, selfishly for me, it also goes in the example category of why I like what the IRLs or the in real life or live streams as opposed to produced videos. I could have gone in there, even as busy as it was, could have gone in there, shot a few video clips, shot a few still shots, shot the video of the guy coming out with the noodles. And I could still do that. I could do that very easily and do a really nice 3-minute produced video. But I don't want to give you a 3-minute video and say, this is what I saw. Here's what it tastes like. Da, 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 da. You ought to come here. I would rather you see the entire experience the way I saw it. And even you have a poor opinion of the way I managed it or the way that I ordered the food or what I ordered or how I sat or how I spoke or anything. I'd rather you have the entirety of the situation and the experience, and you make your own judgment, because you may, even though I thought it's great food, it's horrible service, horrible environment to eat in, frankly, but the food is exceptional, and I would highly, highly recommend it. But I'd recommend going to that window. That's why I come away with it. Not that I was disparaging the people that work there. Those 2 guys that work there, they should be fired, to be quite honest, or retrained, or switched out more often, or something, or something. But the people behind the counter, you saw that first engagement I had with the guy with the noodles, fantastic. The next lady, super happy, smiling, and she's been there all day serving, morons like me, but she was so happy. The next lady, not as happy, but still smiling and happy to be there. Everybody was nice. The cashier, same thing, was very, very nice, happy to be there. So I think by doing the lives, I think you guys get a much, much better opinion, or a much better view of what it is in real life if you actually went yourself. That's what I want. That's why I like to do the trolley rides in an entirety, as opposed to just starting, going to a landmark, taking photos, video, and go on. I want you to be able to say, that's what it's going to be like. All right. Very good. Griffin Renee, I didn't see. I'm sorry. Was it important? Oh, okay. Missed it so much. Leanne, honestly, it wasn't, the service was great. The actual service of serving the food was exactly what you'd expect. It's cafeteria style, but it was the guy that shepherds all the people in and out, because the way he does is they have like four tops and 2 tops, 2 people and 4 people. And then they have a couple bigger booths, and they try to get people in and out. I understand that. As I've told you guys a number of times, I was raised in the restaurant business. I know what turnaround is, but there's a good way to do it and a bad way to do it. You can't say how many people move here. If you have 2 people or whatever, and plus there's such a high turnover at that restaurant, man. There aren't people sitting around very long at all. So anyway. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's give away these super packs. I think we're going to change some things up on these super packs, but just as I was giving you compliments before, I want to just share a little bit of disheartening news with you. And I take full responsibility. Actually, I'm going to blame it on Terry because she's not here. Terry takes full responsibility for how confusing this giveaway was. But the way we're going to do it in the future, it's going to be much easier. What we did is we asked you to go back and rewatch, comment, and share the Kakako Farmers Market stream that we did on YouTube and Facebook. Facebook, you guys did really well. The comments were way up. I mean, we had over 1,000 comments. We had, I think, 50 or 70 shares, a really good number of shares, a bunch of interactions, comments. It was very, very good. On YouTube, you guys dropped the ball big time. There's only 33 comments. 33. The good news is, of 33, if you did make a comment, you have a very, very good chance of winning something because only 33 people. No, I'm sorry, back up. There are only 33 comments. There are fewer than 33 people. Some people, that's two or three or four comments. So there's only like maybe 20 people or 18 people. But we're going to try and do some things to help change that. So here's what we're giving away. It's a super pack, and the super pack is just a silly, stupid name I came up with to tell you there's two passes in it. There's a Catamaran pass and a 4-day Waikiki Trolley pass. And if you have been here and you've had one of the Waikiki Trolley passes, either bought or you won or given to you, whatever, you know how valuable it is. The last several people I've met with, Diane, Sandra, and her husband, Steve, they just love the pass. And even if you bought it, I think it's $70, $60, something like that. It's the best money you'll ever spend here, I think. Some of the best money. It's certainly the best dollar for dollar value you get for any activity. That Waikiki Trolley pass is just unbelievable. Whoops. And then the other pass is the Catamaran. So you're going to get a Trade Winds pass. That Trade Winds is a sale at 3 o'clock, which is the one you see out there on right now. All the Catamarans do a Trade Winds sale at 3 o'clock. You can upgrade that to the Sunset sale, which is the more popular. And then you can use the discount code GTH10 and use that to save 10% on whatever. Let's get off that gentleman. We don't need to see him doing that. You can save 10% on that upgrade. So it costs you like $7 or $9. It's a wonderful trip. So we're going to give away 2 of those, one to the Facebook people, one to the YouTube people. Here we go. And you have to be on this stream, and you're going to get 60 seconds or less to 60 seconds or less to claim it. And I thought she was going to turn around and tell me to leave. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. All right, guys. So sorry about that. I thought she was going to kick everybody out. Yeah, she's telling them to leave. I'm not going to. We're just going to sit here for a moment. All right, guys. So here we go. Here we go. I've not seen these names on here before. And Terry, because we've gotten a few people that were, I'm shooting that way. That guy, I don't want him to, he was looking over like he was being cool about it. He was laughing. He thought I was shooting him. Okay. Terry was a little bit gun shy because we've had like Wendy Silva won the other day, but she won because of a guess. It wasn't, it's just how it was, So, and here's the thing, if you want to win, or if you're upset about people I can understand anybody being upset about Wendy Silva winning anything because she wins so much, but just enter more. That's the reason you hear a lot of the same people, is because people like Diane and Sandy and Janet, and they're on it, man. They comment the heck out of these streams. So here we go. Let's get it on. Okay. What's going to happen is that if this first person is on here and they obviously are going to choose it. If the first person is on here, then all bets are off. But if she's not on here, then we're going to go to the next person after 60 seconds. It is, and this is from YouTube. YouTube had 33 miserable comments. I'm sorry, miserable 33 comments. Judith Darrow, Darough. Judith Darrow. I believe that's how you say it. Judith Darrow. Is she on here? Um, all I can say is you got the people who are on the stream now, they should stick around. So we're going to, oh, there you are. I was going to tell her, going to another 30 seconds. Judith, I have to apologize. I don't remember seeing your name on here. Have you been on here before? I apologize if you're on here probably every day and I just don't, I'm just so dumb about it. But I didn't remember your name. That's what Terry said. Terry said, I am going to get in so much nonsense because all these are brand new names. All these are brand new names. And nobody, you know, just because someone last week made a comment about we always let the same people win, which I understand. I would say the same thing because I'd want to win. All right, Judith. So there's nothing for you to choose. You just win. You win one catamaran and one Waikiki trolley pass. Judith, when are you coming to Hawaii next? Everybody who's on here should stay till the end. And you guys are so good. I mean, the people that I would complain to, don't get me wrong. You guys are so good about congratulating everybody. And even when we do our welcome new members, we have like 30 or 40 comments from all you guys. You don't have to take your time and do that, but you do. I think that's so wonderful. And I also think it's wonderful that all these people that I meet, I mean, there's only a couple people of you I wish I didn't meet, but oh no, Lance, I just saw your name, Lance. I just thought I'd say it. Hello, Sandra, good to see you. But I am amazed. Okay, there she is. Yes, I did. I did win in August for the trolley, so I let her know that you're coming to, this December 8th. Okay, so hang on one second. Yes, I did win in August for a trolley pass. So you have a trolley pass. So I will let her know that you're coming on the 8th. Okay, so Judith, you know then what to do with Terry. So just tell her you have a 40 Waikiki trolley pass and a catamaran coming to you, and you're going to be here in just a few days, it seems like. That's awesome. That's outstanding. Thank you, Judith. Okay. Let me do the other super pack, and then we're going to do something else. So the super pack for the Facebook people, there were 1,100 comments. That was excellent. We had a lot of shares. I didn't write the number of shares down. And, she wrote a note here. I did not write down the number of shares. Okay. All right, good. I'm looking at that. Okay. And I'm not seeing this guy on here. Gosh, dang it. So this next person wins a Waikiki trolley pass and a catamaran. Steve Coates. Steve Coates. Coats. He's from New Zealand. So he's probably asleep or awake. I'm not sure. Yeah, the thing I was going to mention is that meeting you guys, when I meet Sandra and her cousin, and then I meet Janet when she comes out, and Wendy, about all you guys knowing each other or having your side group chats and things like that. I think that is so wonderful that we go beyond a group, and you guys are so fulfilling to one another and so helpful. And some of you have done business with each other. You've exchanged wares, and I think that's so great. And I'm going to bring that up in just a minute. If I forget, make sure I bring that back up about you guys sharing things. Make sure you don't let me forget that. Which adventure?
It looks sadder than it is. Really not. It's like
Oh, come on, Steve. You got to be on here, dude. Oh, it's 11:30. Okay, thank you, Leanne. Come on, man. You got 30 more seconds. Stream killer. Next Friday. Next Friday. I don't think I've been more terrified to meet somebody than the stream killer. I know, Ruth, not the daughter. Some people don't like the names I give people because they say it's rude when I keep saying it. And you know what that makes me want to do? Think of more names and say them more often. Oh yeah, for sure. We'll bring Lucille. All right, we've got to go. Got to do one more. We got to skip Steve. Those Kiwis, you know how they are, Lancelot. Okay, the next name for the 4-day Waikiki Trolley Pass and Catamaran is Claudia Frost, and I'm not seeing her on here either. Claudia Frost. Frost is F-R-O-S-T, Frost. Claudia Frost. Guess why, Dale? You still do it, though. You still do a great job. You do a better job, an outstanding job. Go find me from him. What? CCBB. Yeah, Janet's a hoot. Well, what the name is Claudia Frost, and that was on Facebook. So that's a popular, but I don't remember seeing her name. I haven't seen it so far. But hang on, don't go away because we're doing other giveaways. We're going to do a couple more, and then this weekend we're going to do a lot because we have several. She was on a couple of days. I've taken her out to several of the last meetups with Sandra and Steve, Diane, I believe, Sandy. Oh, come on, guys. I hate this when someone's not on here, and then I know they're going to be on. Well, I'll just say this while we're waiting for Claudia. Actually, let me wait for Claudia, and then because I'd like to leave it uninterrupted. Let's wait for her a few more seconds. Steve, great to see you, amigo. Guys, Steve did something for me and for Lucille that I mentioned, but it is awesome. He did a hand drawing of Lucille, and it's just beautiful. I've hung it up. I've already got a picture of it, and I'm going to do a post of it, but I'm going to do the post on Saturday or Sunday on the weekend so more people can see it. But he did not have to do that, and it was wonderful that he did. It's framed, matted, beautiful, beautiful. Marcel, the only thing you need to do to win is either comment, share, and like a stream that comes up, or if we're on a live stream, you'll have to answer a trivia question about something that we just saw or what have you. All right, those are new people, Claudia. Okay, let's do the next one. I haven't seen this lady on here either. I thought I just saw her, but I didn't. Here we go. Third one, Michelle Hildebrand. Michelle Hildebrand, Hildebrand. Michelle Hildebrand. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all you need to do is like, comment. Sometimes we'll ask about, what was the name of the boat or what was. Oh, there you are, Michelle. Fantastic. Michelle, I have to ask you the same thing. I don't remember seeing your name on there. I would think actually, you know what? Now that I see it on the screen, you have been on here before. I remember, but I didn't remember it in the written form. So, okay, Michelle, you win a 4-day Waikiki Trolley Pass and a Catamaran Pass. How? When are you coming? When are you coming to Hawaii again? Hang on, guys. Don't leave. Don't leave. I see the number went down. Don't leave. When are you coming? I can't wait to. Yeah. Okay. Two things. Remember, we're going to do these giveaways, and then we're going to. But I want to mention something to you about the member interaction with each of you. Yeah, so I just want to make sure I was really clear about that. Stephen did a great job on that drawing. Very, very nicely. He did not have to do that at all. It was a way of him thanking us, really, the group, for being so helpful, that type of thing. But it was a great picture. I love it. I'm going to post the photo. You guys will really enjoy it. Lucille looked at it and was like, "That's the most beautiful dog I've ever seen in my life. Where is that?" Or who is that? All right, Michelle, let us know when are you going to be here next. I just want to have it down in the chat. Just let me know approximately. You don't have to tell me the exact date. When are you going to be back in Hawaii? Dessert now? No. Yeah, we have dessert right now, Waikiki Wendy Silva. Look how blue that water is. Do you remember us sitting right here and talking about that? Oh, it's beautiful, Steve. It's not, there's nothing to like about it. I love it. It's beautiful. Honestly stoked bringing my daughter after she finishes. You're from Australia as well? Oh, nice. So end of November of this year. Excellent. So here's what you have to do. I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but I need to make sure I said it for my own sanity so Terry doesn't kill me. Send Terry first name, last name, email, phone number, your approximate dates, and how you won this. Just tell her you did the Facebook commenting. That's all you need to put. But put it all in one message. I promise the next person that puts in multiple messages, they're going to be made an example of, not for me, but by Terry. I'll try and save you, but God have mercy on your soul if you put it in 2 messages. And if you miss it, don't say, oh, I'm sorry I messed up. Here's the information I missed out. Do a complete different message and put everything all in one single message. The Lord may have mercy on your soul if you don't. Okay, so hang on. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, then we're going to do the rest of these giveaways. So what do you guys think about, I don't know how like not a portal, but you know, Janet hooked up with, I think her name was Cheryl was her name. And she did sewing thing, some sort of sewing thing for Janet. She made a bag and something else. And Janet was telling me about it. And obviously I'm not Lance, for God's sakes, I don't know about sewing, but I just kind of put it off as, oh yeah, that's a lady who's really crafty. Janet showed it to me, and I'm telling you, it looked like she bought it from the store. So I thought the color, the painting or the design on the front is what Cheryl did. She painted on there, whatever. But the actual making of that material, of that strap and everything, it was like hollow, like they have in the high-end stores. It was really, really well done. And I know there's a couple other people that have shared services. Would you guys like to know about like people like, you know, Cheryl does things? I know Steve, I'm not suggesting that Steve starts doing drawings for everybody, but let's say Steve was in the business of drawing. I would like to be able to put you guys together, or just say, hey, Steve's an artist, or Cheryl, I don't remember Cheryl's last name. I apologize. Janet, maybe you can tell me. Cheryl or Allison. God dang it. Allison. So Allison did an amazing job on that bag. I mean, super duper quality. And she did, not only did the handles, but she did that liner in it. The only thing she didn't do is put the liner in the zipper, but that zipper is just easy to put on. That's that best bag I've ever seen. I always talk about. But anyway, was that something you guys would like to know? Like, for example, you know, Allison does sewing. Yeah, but we're not going to blow Allison up unless Allison wants you guys to know. But what I thought of is this could be a good test case for what I'd like to do. What I want to do is when we build a website and it's done, we could have a member portal. So only members are on there. So it'd be not the form where everybody can go on, but have a member portal to where you guys can actually private message one another. And obviously you won't use that portal to private message each other all the time. But it would be a place that, and it would be different than Facebook, because right now you can come on Facebook and let's say I want to private message Diane K. I just private message her, but I don't know what Diane does or anything like that. If she has a special skill set. But in this portal that I'm talking about, you'd have everybody's name listed, and maybe this guy paints, this lady does, cups or something like that, or pottery. And what I'm thinking is there's some people that are not members now that could probably be members that don't want to be a part of this cyber art show that we're going to have. You know, they don't want to put their wares up for everybody to see. Maybe the ladies that are in at that farmer or that art show at King Kapiolani Park, maybe they'll want to come on that forum. Do you guys like that idea though? And that way the members can really reduce, like maybe Allison wants to do 2 a year, you know, so she doesn't want to put anything online, or maybe she wants to use it as a test market. Maybe Allison does something for Janet and Cassie and Sandy, and she realizes, hey, this could be a good market. And instead of going from no sales to 1,000 sales, she can easily scale up, and she can decide, hey, I love this, or I think this is a bad idea. What do you guys think about that? So you guys like that? Okay. And what's easy about it is it'll be such few people in the beginning that we can pull the cord on it quickly. So if it gets out of hand, but what I want to do is I want to monitor, so it's not just a bunch of people, they just join, from the Philippines or China and say, oh, we can sell you, these car batteries. We could sell. I don't want that. I want someone who's either making something, painting something, making certain fruit baskets, because I'll tell you, we get, and I actually told Terry to actually let this post go. There's a post that someone did yesterday or today. It was about some sort of food items that's very, very hand labor intensive. There's another lady who does cookies. There's another lady who does cakes. There's a lady who does like aloha boxes, but she does them very, very curated. And so she doesn't want to sell 5,000 boxes, but she wants to sell 5 a week. But this would be a great opportunity for you guys to get someone that does those type of items and, just test it out a little bit, Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. So if you guys want to do that, all right, I'll put that on the front burner. We'll probably won't launch it with the website, but since you guys, something that you guys like, and I actually have no problem if, Allison, if you want to mention something, if you want to do a post on Facebook about your sewing or something like that, by all means, make a really nice post. Be sure you include a photo, send it to Terry, and I'll tell her to allow it and put it up. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys doing, being willing to share your talents like that. I was really impressed, Steve and you both. Okay, all right. So when we did these drawings of these names, oh, there's 9 of you left already. Too bad, bummer. So when we did these drawings, I had Terry do like 5 names of one, 4 names in another group, and because you're actually drawn, we're going to, and because it's such a beautiful day and you guys are so loyal and some of you guys did such a great job of commenting, I wanted to reward you with it. So here we go. You'll get your, if I call your name, you'll get your choice of a catamaran or a 4-day Waikiki trolley pass, because you were in the list of, so what we do is we draw like 5 names. If the first person, second, third, fourth, then the 5th person gets it if the first 4 people don't show up. Okay, so here we go. I know this person's here. Cassie Vegas. You were number 3. So Cassie Vegas, would you like a catamaran or a 4-day Waikiki trolley pass? Good through 2025. Cassie Vegas. Ta-da! I saw you saying, writing those things and going, oh my gosh, I don't want to tip her up, but I don't want her to leave either. So what would you like? World famous Cassie Vegas. Would you like a Waikiki trolley pass for 4 days? There you go. You know what to do, Cassie. Do I need to repeat it? No, I'm sure I don't. Okay, next one. Melissa Davis, 6985. That was her name on YouTube. So it's Melissa Davis, 6985. I've not seen Melissa Davis. I know she doesn't have 6985 in her name on Facebook, but that's her YouTube name. Melissa Davis, 6985. You get your choice. Waikiki trolley pass or a catamaran sail. Since we're not waiting for her to move on to someone else, I'll leave her name kind of float out there and we'll just go to the next one. Teresa Kirby. Teresa Kirby. So it's Melissa Davis or Teresa Kirby. Either of those or both of those win. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Teresa Kirby or Melissa Davis. And Melissa has a 6985 on her name. And I've been watching. I actually was just scrolling through as I was talking. I was scrolling through to see if either one of them were on here. Steve's going to hate life when he comes back on. That's such a bummer. But we have to be fair with everybody. You mean, would the book, Michelle, would the book be like Folsom Prison? Is that what you're talking about? The book that Waikiki Wendy Silva? Teresa Kirby! Teresa Kirby! You are one name away from getting that super pack, but now you get either a trolley pass or a catamaran. What would you like? Teresa. Everybody help me look out for Melissa if she comes on. So Teresa Kirby. Teresa won on Facebook. She was one of the people who commented, liked, and shared on Facebook. So Teresa, you may or may not know what the next steps are, but I'll just repeat them really quickly. I'm sure you guys can do it yourselves, but just send a direct message to Terry. Tell me on here what you want. That's right. So send a direct message to Terry. Tell her what you want, but make sure you say on here what you want, the trolley pass or the catamaran sale. And just so you know, on both of those, and I didn't mention this before, on the Waikiki Trolley Pass, you can upgrade that to a 7-day. And on the Catamaran Pass, you can upgrade that to a sunset sale or the fireworks sunset sale on a Friday and use the discount code GTH10 at checkout on either one, whether it's a catamaran or the trolley pass, and save 10% on that upgrade. It's really worth it. Teresa Kirby wants the catamaran. Okay, so Teresa, send a message to Terry saying what you want, your first name, last name, email, phone number, and what your approximate dates. Do you know what your dates are approximate dates of arrival, Teresa? Catamaran. That's good. That's fine. Excellent. Okay. So we have this weekend, we are going to be doing a couple of live streams. We can talk about where it is you guys want to go. But let's do that on the run. Let's get mobile. So let's think about what it is you guys want to do. Do you want to go to a farmer's market? We actually put on there something about live music venues, which would just be, I would start probably at that end of Waikiki and stop and just show you the live music venues. We won't spend much time there, but I thought maybe we can do it tomorrow night and then just end up at Pauhana way down here and show you that their live music venue. If that's something you guys want to do, we could do a trolley ride, do a blue line, red line, whatever you guys like. Here, let's move and get out of these people's way here. Let's get some mobile or get mobile. Yeah, all I would do is I'd walk from down there and walk all along through here and just show you all the places that have live music. You know, stop in at the Hideaway and that type of thing. So which way you guys want to go? Do you want to go that way down back behind Halekulani and just look at the waves there a little bit? Or do you want that's a shorter way? Or do you want to go that way, a longer way, and go to maybe down there where the surfer's wall is? We haven't gone down there in quite a while. We can go that way or that way. One is that way down Waikiki Beach to the surfer's wall is number one. Number two, go this way through there. Beers in a van. Lance, I'm telling you, and Sandra can tell you guys about this. There was a lady and a guitar player. I'll be honest, the guitar player was good, very good. He was completely not memorable at all because the lady was a killer. She was incredibly good. And I wasn't going to live stream her information, but I do have her information on Instagram. Terry's reached out to her, so we're going to find out where she's going to be singing in the upcoming days. And we're going to go watch her because she sang Adele and Alicia Keys and just murdered it, just hit it like you would not believe. I was super impressed. Okay, let's go this way. So all the front of my pants are wet and the back of my pants are wet. So it's a very good look for me. That's all right. It's a very good look for me. Wow, look at those waves, huh? See how fast these waves come in? Right, see it? Watch when they hit there. Watch this one coming in. Here you go. I love that. Come on, turtle. This one may get you right here. Let's see. Oh, she barely missed it. Well, they are just blowing and going on that. There you go. I could watch that. I'm like you guys. I can watch that for hours. Let me do something here. That lady was so happy. I'm going to do this. Sorry about that, guys. I was being indecisive. I just didn't want to run into that guy. Nope. This is not the easiest to do one-handed, but we're going to give it a shot. See these? See this right here? See that suitcase? Why do you think that suitcase is? Here's my rebuttal to some of the people who have been critical of me, being critical about these guys who leave these this luggage and everything out here on the street. This guy's right here. He's gonna say something. You watch. But what they'll do is they'll come here. You see, like this suitcase right there. Wonder why do you think that's beat up like that? There's these ding dongs that sit out here the whole time, all day, and they sit here all night on the beach. Do not like that. But what they do is they'll take those, they'll find a luggage or a suitcase. So, and this doesn't happen like hundreds of times a day, but it happens enough, right? It just happens that it's like, yeah, this is going to be one of those streams I can tell you already that I'm going to probably want to delete because he's one of the ding dongs that sit out there and they sleep out there overnight, whether he's homeless or not. I don't care. The fact that he does the things that he does, that's what makes it a problem. And he knows I'm talking about it, but as he keeps looking at me, he just held his middle finger up. But that's good. I'm good with that. It's Friday, man. Happy Friday. But you'll see that what they'll do is they'll have, and it's these guys that are down here, and they're also down here. Do you remember me telling you about the guys that were down there that are right on the beach, Kamehameha Beach, which is right over here, and they have luggage there, and they have things sitting out. They have a piece of broken luggage, and then out on the rocks they'll have some women's items, some kids' shoes, men's hats, or whatever. And you're thinking to yourself, why do you have kids' clothes? Why do you have women's clothes? And then you look over, and there's a suitcase that had a lock broken off of it. You put two and two together. And if you can't figure it out, just keep thinking about it. But then I know people that actually do it. I know the people actually do that. And I know the guy. Remember the guy I was telling you about that I know over here that runs the beach over there like a prison yard? He's the guy I know that tells you about people doing the things they're doing and stuff, doing nefarious activities. flipped in your mouth guard. Yeah. They're just knuckleheads. And the thing about it too is I look so much like a tourist right now, the way I'm dressed, the way I'm speaking and all that. And because they're quote residents and that type of thing, they're all getting mouthy about it. I'm just going to go right here. I don't want to chase you off. I'm just going to go right here and I'm good. You're good. You're good. Yeah. He wants to go the rest of the way, doesn't he? He's not afraid. How beautiful is that, though, guys, huh? Yeah. Can you get by? Okay.
Baby, Malaya.
Look at that. Cangrejo. I guess I am going to go by. Yeah, those guys know what I'm talking about over there. They're not happy about it. They're upset. We'll see how upset. Ow! I didn't see that pole right there in front of me. They see my backpack on and they see my Starbucks cup. And they hear me speaking and they think, oh, that's a tourist. We're gonna mess with him. Not today, Satan. Not tomorrow either. I'll be here for both. Give me 1 second. I want to try something here, guys. If you will indulge me. That's not a bad thing to stare at, but I just I needed to take a photo of something. No, it's not bad. It's easy. It's not difficult. It looks a lot more precarious than it is. Okay. Ooh, it do be slick right there, boy. I did not see that. Did not see that. Did you guys see that kind of shift a little bit? Wow. That was a little bit slippery. All right, guys, let me apologize in advance. I may not need to, but let me apologize in advance for any foul language, threats, and otherwise that may happen along here. Here's a pole. Oh, shoot. My head. That's him. Probably what I'm talking about right there. Okay. If I do, it'll be on stream. That'll be worthwhile, won't it? I mean, interesting. But yeah, there's no. I was going to ask him whose suitcase. Someone lose their suitcase? Okay. Could you hear him? And now he's cursing me. Now he's cursing at me. It's all right. Just inquiring. Just curious. Well, what ends up happening is we'll receive other direct messages, or Terry will, about how I was rude and how I'm just assuming that they're homeless, and why shouldn't they be willing or be able to, enjoy the beach and that type of thing. And you're just upset because they disrupt your perfect vacation, but they don't have any place to go. Let me tell you something. Those guys are scumbag thieves. Like it, don't like it, get upset with me, whatever. I'm here on the daily. I go by that spot. There's probably 2 or 3 days a week I don't go by there, but there's some days I go by there 2 or 3 times. There and over there. And I know what's going on. I know, I mean, I'm not dumb. I know what's going on. And I think it's horrible. Good move. I think it's horrible. So somebody, I guarantee you, somebody lost that piece of luggage, and those kids' clothes that were on the ground and on that concrete, I didn't notice them, although I walked right over the top of them. Somebody opened up that suitcase, took whatever out of there that they took out of there, and then, or selling it or doing something. That's bad. All right, Ronald. I don't think I'm stirring it up. I just don't like that those scumbags think they can get away with it. They do. They are getting away with it. No matter what I say or do, they are getting away with it. The thing about it is, people that are ambassadors for the beach, they don't kick them off. I think they should have police that just walk the line here just 1 or 2 times, or they should hire some of those ambassadors that they have on the streets and come up and just walk up and down the beach here and just take care of things like that, like the trash. But the guys who do these, some of the guys that do like the umbrellas and chairs or what have you, they're not here to clean those types of things up. If there's somebody there that's sleeping overnight, they should tell them they can't do that. Just my opinion. Enough of that. Well, looky here. Live music. Duke's. Hula Grill. Yeah, Sandy knows how I feel about smokers in places that you're not even supposed to be smoking. We were out at Moana Surfrider the other night, and this clown starts smoking on the back patio of Moana Surfrider. I couldn't believe it. These guys are going to take these canoes out, like a group of canoe riders right there. No, they don't have police walking on the beach. I mean, Right there. See that first pier is right on the other side. There are between 2 and 3 guys, sometimes 4 guys every day with a cart that's stolen, by the way, full of stuff, full of kids' clothes, boys' clothes, girls' clothes, men's clothes, women's clothes, hats, shirts. It's like they have this little mini garage sale. Where do they come up with those items? And they're new items like every other day. Where do you think they come up with those? You think they're just lucky that they go through the trash and they just find these things? Probably not. And a big indicator of that is that you look on either side of them, probably 10 feet this way, 10 feet that way, and you see a piece of luggage that's been broken open and into. I don't know how much more obvious you can get than that. Look at how beautiful that water is. Yeah, it's not too rough today. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at the white, light blue water. I think it's wonderful. I don't care. I don't care so much about how. I want to go show you these guys that are singing here. These guys are really good. They're at the edge sometimes. Let's go this way so we can walk in front of them real quick. And I'll walk a little slow so you can kind of hear their music. They're really a good band. I can't think of their names, but they're really, really good. What's up, buddy? How's it going? What's your name? It's right there? It's right there? Is this your name? No? Oh. They get them from the hotels. When the hotel baggage guys take it from your car and valet it and go down either into, behind, or under the parking area there, they'll break into the luggage area. Or if you leave it sitting around or something, that's where they get it from. Easy. It's easy to do. I could walk down Kalakaua and see probably a dozen suitcases right now that I could steal. Watch, I'll show you how to steal them. Now watch today be the one day that they don't have any. See this guy right here? He's going to put his suitcase down when he does like goes to the bar or something. Those are more difficult to steal. But watch right down here. I'm just walking along, taking a picture of these flowers. Pretty smooth. So we're just going to stand like right here for a second. Watch. So these guys are going to valet these cars. They're going to take the suitcases out of there and roll them around. There's either a staging area right back behind here, behind the reception, or they'll stage it back over here when they're going to take it on this other side and take it up the steps. Sometime or another, they're going to leave those suitcases abandoned. And I'm not saying it happens here at this hotel. Let's assume it never happens at Moana Surfrider. But it happens. Hyatt is probably one of the worst ones because they leave them out there right on the side of the street for a long time. But again, let's assume that none of the luggage gets stolen from Hyatt. I'm not implicating any hotel, but it's very, very easy to steal those. Yep, there's your rockers. Don't they have cameras? Jill, I'm going to walk right by there. Hopefully these guys are there. You don't need cameras. You need to walk right down there, look on the other side of the wall. There are suitcases broken open, and sometimes they throw the suitcases away, but you know where they're coming up with it. These guys have replenishable items from kids to grown adults to backpacks to sunglasses. I mean, for some reason, the Crocs and the hoodies they can't give away, but we all know that. But other than that, they sell the items. I walk by there and make fun. I've done it on a couple streams. I've actually made fun. I said, hey guys, how's the sale going? And they know I know because they know I know the guy I know here at this beach. let's test my theory from the other day. This isn't the, well, yeah, this isn't the place I was talking about the stolen items, but this is a place of interesting accoutrement. I just pointed this out the other day. The one thing that they don't have down there that helps out a lot is this. They need to have a lifeguard shack down there further, but that area down there is so tight and so valued for, beach access and resorts. But
protected against RSV. If you're 75 or older, you're 60 plus with a chronic condition.
yeah, it's a little disheartening because, you really want to support the police and what have you, but that's the police station right there. Those are the ambassadors right there, the people in the green shirts. They should be walking up and down this, and I believe they should authorize those ambassadors. Those ambassadors, again, are the people right there in the green shirts. They do, I think, as good a job as they can with the rights that they have. All they can do is tell you to stop doing one thing or another, but they're there to pick up some trash. The trash people that they utilize on their team do a fantastic job, an amazing job. However, they should legislate them in some way to where they can give tickets to people that are riding on the streets, that are or notify or incentivize them to notify the police when they see something that's not, no bueno. And they don't.
We'll just stand to the side.
Great example. See this lady? She didn't join our Facebook group. You didn't join yet. People are waiting for you. I've talked to her probably 5 or 6 times. I know twice at least on camera about, if you really want to sell your stuff or do these one-off special items, man, join the group, put some photos up. Another example of someone who doesn't want to sell to mass people, I guess. I don't know. I'll never stop trying for you guys, though, bringing you cool stuff. Oh yeah, Mari, you're right. These ambassadors should be, I think, a little more active. And as you are with any team, there are some really good guys and not so good guys. That guy in particular is kind of a ding dong. There's a couple of the guys that are on that ambassador team that just do exceptional jobs. They actually go out of their way, pick up trash, go out of their way and tell people, hey, don't sit there, don't stand there, can't lay there, whatever. But Waikiki, for all the trouble it may seem like they have, the crime it may seem like it has, for the number of visitors that it has, for the amount of turnover that it has, it's really not as bad as it probably seems. But it does have theft. I mean, I've literally seen, I would say maybe a dozen times, people just running up and grabbing stuff off of people's chairs or out of their hands. I think one time that's really memorable, I was sitting on a bench, like where I have pineapple sometimes. The guy sitting right next to me is in a wheelchair. His wife was on the other side of the wall. I don't think this was on a live stream. It may have been. No, I don't think so. And he was with a big group of people, but I saw this kid behind me to the right that had a sweatshirt on and a hoodie. Again, hoodie, flag, plants. And I'm like, this guy, because I've got my head on a swivel about that kind of stuff. I just do. I go, man, there's something wrong with this kid. This kid had a hoodie on and a hat and glasses, and he had his arms folded behind me, and I had a phone in my hand. I just turned around, I looked at him, and I just shook my head no. And he just kind of shifts a little bit, and he reaches over and he grabs the, you know, the little plastic things you put around your neck with the phone in it. This guy on the wheelchair had his phone and his wallet inside this plastic thing hanging off his handle. And just as I turned, I saw, and that guy, I saw it, and I was going to say, grab that, but right as I said that, that kid grabbed it, yanked it off the wheelchair, and took off running. It just so happens that guy was with police officers that were visiting in a group, and some of his police officer friends were down the way coming this way, and he was in a wheelchair, couldn't do anything. I got up, I started to run, but that kid was so fast, he was gone like that, but he ran right into those other cops. They grabbed him, but he had already handed the phone off to somebody that was coming back the other way. It was a girl, and they caught both of them. And I thought it was great. So let's check this out, and I'll tell you exactly where these guys are. All right. So you see these tables right here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tables. Let me show you. I'm probably going to be proven wrong now. Yeah, they're not even there. Okay, but here's what you do when you're here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that 4th table that's open? It's either right there or that 5th table where those guys are sitting. And you can see along that little walkway up there, they have either, look, oh, I'm going to be vindicated. But they usually have along that little walkway there, they have items that they find or that they put out there. And again, it's kids' clothes, toys, masks for kids. And the reason I'm bringing up the kids part is there's no kid around. So they have no reason to have brand new kid stuff or brand new females' hats or men's whatever, you know, and they're just, it's like they just got them out of a suitcase, and literally within feet of where they sit, there's a suitcase. You do the math yourself. But I see something that's over there, and it's not going to be gone, so we're not going to miss it. But I'm going to show you something that vindicates what it is I was just saying, and it also brings a wrinkle into what I was talking about. Hey there. Yes. Yeah, but that's just one. I am glad they got caught too. I wish they'd have beat the brakes off them. That's what I wish. The sea is angry today, my friends. This is so cool that they do this for, you know, people that aren't as good, as proficient with swimming, and, you know, little kids and maybe older people, or just people that don't want to, you know, they don't want to fight the waves. So you want to know what else they get that's not suitcases? And it crossed my mind while I was giving you that pitch a minute ago, but then it left my mind. But now I see a sample of it, and it's going to bring this conversation full circle. What else do you think they could take things from? What else do you think thieves can take things from that aren't suitcases, but they're plentiful? What do you think those things are? Let's see if you guys can guess before we get up there and look at one. Hurry, get in your guesses. Get in your guesses. Hurry, hurry, hurry. An Amazon box. Now, what in the heck? Why would there be an Amazon box? Those are the other things you'll find a number of. An Amazon box. But Tony, everybody has Amazon boxes, but not lined up like that, not with the stuff and packing. Who brings an Amazon box to the beach to open up? Those are all great questions, great answers, but it's Amazon boxes. You'll see Amazon envelopes, those padded envelopes. We should call this the Don't Be a Victim live stream, huh? Just be aware. I mean, it just, and there's nothing you could do. But when they do, like porch pirates, they call them, they'll do porch pirates along these buildings. And the reason some of these buildings are easy to steal packages from is sometimes they'll just throw the bags over or the boxes like over the fence. And if you're, if you're a younger guy or younger gal and you're ambitious to get an Amazon box that's not yours, it's easy. Just jump the fence or get through the fence or wait for somebody to go in the fence that works there that lets you in, and they can go up and down those hallways and grab boxes. This guy I'm getting ready to say hello to right there in the ambassador shirt, he's the best one of all of them. Hey amigo, how are you? Have a good day. He is such a nice guy. So good, so helpful, very aware. He and I've talked a number of times about some of the things that go on, but there's only so much he can do. But he's a really good guy. His name's Wisdom. If you ever see him, say hello to him. Wisdom is his name. Oh yeah, it's very, very frustrating. I've seen them. I've literally seen them do it in my building, and I've stopped them. Someone will let someone in. It's 2 doors. You have to a keypad, a key card for 2 doors. And there's a door guy. Door guy wasn't there because it's over certain hours or whatever. But check out this guy on the top of the shack up there. And I was walking down, and you can just tell whether they live there or not. Was I being judgmental of them? Absolutely. I said, hey man, I said, you don't live here. And they're just walking around, and you know what they're doing? They're looking for packages. I'm amazed at some of these little kids and how old they are, or actually how young they are, and they jump off this wall. They're just fearless. They're like, let me go, let me go. Jump. Nice waves, huh? Brogan arm. Yeah, we can go see it. It's right there. We'll go see it. I like looking. I looked at it just a couple days ago. I feel really bad about Barefoot Beach because it's the Barefoot Beach Cafe, because it has literally just decimated their view. That sidewalk. I'm actually responding to Michelle. I should have mentioned that. See these kids here? If these were mainlander kids, those lifeguards would be all over them. But I think it's cool that these are just kids. They're just so tough, and they know jump in the water, get out, jump in, get out. They're just so adapted to this. See that little whirlpool of water right there? Just jump in it, swim around it. I think it's the greatest thing in the world. Well, watch this little kid. Watch this wave is going to push him up on that rock. Or maybe it will. Oh, we missed it. There's another one, young fella. Get up there. There you go. Good man.
How are you?
These scrawny little kids are tough as a wad of baling wire, man. Oh, look at that turtle. Look at that. They're never this close up. Look at that turtle. Can you guys see him? Here he comes. He'll come up because, yeah. Here he comes. That's crazy. They never watch. Watch how he's going to get close to that wall, but he'll get back away from. Can you guys see it? Hopefully you can. Oh, he may get caught up in that water right there and get pushed around. Did you guys see it? That just shows you how strong swimmers they are. He must be going along the. I want to see him or her make it out of that wave. I wonder how. That just shows you how strong they are, man. I'm just so impressed with them. There he is. Yeah, there he is. Do you see him? Or to get my hand in. Look at him, man. He's going right against that. I mean, if you think about it, they're built perfectly for the water, but then you think about how heavy, slow, but they're so strong. And their flippers are so big. You're just cruising along. No problem. I don't think in all my time I've ever seen a turtle this close to this wall. Wow. We'll wait just a few minutes. I'd like to see him again. Let's see, you never know what you're going to see out in the beautiful ocean here, huh? I know, Lance, I know you for sure remember when those stingrays, remember those 3 stingrays, the kind of the bigger one looked like the mother and the 2 smaller ones, black and white spotted? We saw them right there in that corner. That was the second time I saw that. It's too muddy to see that. I want to see that eel. I want you guys to see that eel that's down here. He's been down there for at least 2 years. I've seen him. Let's keep our eyes peeled for that turtle. Huh. He was a pretty good size, not as big as that female that we see down over there, but he was pretty good size. Did you guys notice? They have to be so skilled to hang in this water and stay somewhat neutral. He's probably long gone now. Well, hopefully some of you saw it. I didn't notice your comments. These kids are out there in the middle of just turtles all around them. There's a really short, or a tall reef, I should say, right there. Actually, right there. You don't see it because the surf is high, but if it's down like another 6 inches or maybe a foot, you see it. There's a point right there. It breaks that wave up. That's probably where some of those turtles are, because they said, these people over here said there's another turtle over there. But I didn't see him. I was looking here. Huh. All right. Well, we got to see one.
Just careful, right? Because it can crash and like climb up here.
It's okay. couple of your Aussie mates are right here, Lancelot. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna catch him jumping.
Yeah, he'll do it. Ooh. Yeah, I agree, but boy, it's cool when it's totally unexpected. You know, when you totally unexpect a turtle and you see a big old turtle just cruising along, you know. See, Lancelot, you could be here with a nice longboard and a Mai Tai, Miss Cassie Vegas, Waikiki Wendy Silva up there at your lanai or at Tiki's. There's a worse way to spend a Friday afternoon, huh? It's funny seeing that an Amazon box. You got to see Diamond Head. When you're here, there's Diamond Head right there, ladies and gentlemen. The parade tomorrow, it says right there, 9 to noon, the Aloha Festival. It's a beautiful parade. We may come down here and see that, live stream it. Man, I was dying of thirst, and then I realized I have this in my pocket. Well, I can tell when someone's sneaking up behind me, but I can't remember that I've got a bottle of cold drink in my pocket. No, thank you, though. Looks nice. Looks nice. Thank you, though. Oh, Linda Perez, you're on your way, huh? There are a number of you coming in October. I don't know if you guys are planning a shindig or what, but they keep the dates for me, Lance. They won't even let me know when they're coming. They keep changing them, saying, oh, you know what, I may or may not be coming. I'm not coming now. I changed my dates. Hey guys, there's a place that we have to do a let's eat at. We're going to do it during the day again, like a 2 o'clock. But to go in the evening, it's a different ball game because it's very, very crowded. But it's Tap House, and I completely and totally forgot about this until a week ago. And I was going in that area to wait for somebody. I said, you know, I'm just going to go in there and kind of check it out. So I went up there, sat at the bar. And I forgot what they have there and how good their food is. And it just reminded me we need to do a let's eat there. But they have, and I've had this before, and I cannot believe that I haven't remembered it. And every time I've kind of discounted Tap House as being just like an ale house or a beer house or a brewery or something like that. It is not that. It is that, but it's so much more. They have a Korean flavored ribeye and a Cajun ribeye that is exceptional. I've had them both. And I can't believe, the only reason I even remember is I sat down, a guy was having one of them right beside me. And I said, man, I cannot believe I haven't remembered about that. And they have, it's really, really good. It's not bar food at all. It's not like Dave and Buster's, which is frankly what I thought it was going to kind of be like. And honestly, I think that Miami Brew Company is something like that because their food, in my opinion, is not that great. I wouldn't do a let's eat there for sure. But Tap House is way, way, way different. What's up, guys? And that big cargo ship out there. They're doing their surf lessons. See the, look at all these crabs. Man, look at all you crabs. What's the matter? What's in the water you're afraid of? I won't step on. Look how many there are. There's usually not this many. They must be sunning themselves or something. What's up, fellas? I won't get you. I'll step around you. Boy, if there were any Seahawks around here, any falcons or seagulls, you guys would be happy hour hors d'oeuvres, man.
I just saw your dad the other day. Have you seen my dad? I go, nope.
Yeah, my shoes are trashed anyway, so it doesn't matter if they get wet. Do you guys like this walk? I really enjoyed this area going along this beach, along this walkway like this. Man, there's some big crabs. They're usually pretty small. I thought that was a turtle. You almost never see turtles here. And if you do, it's all on this side. Just as I said, is that a turtle right there? I think there's a turtle right as I said. I was going to say, you almost never see turtles. I was meaning on this side. I was going to point over. I mean, on that side. I was going to point over here, and I looked over, and I thought I saw. That had to be, because that's not a buoy right there. There was one right there. Just stuck his head, just as I turned my head around over the other way. Look at all those crabs, man. Look how many there are. If you guys remember, when we have that polarized filter on, we're able to see all down in here on this left-hand side. I don't want to show you over there, but on this left-hand side, you see all those, they look like triggerfish. They're like the blue with the yellow lips, like the black spots on them. But then you also see the sergeant majors, which are around. Now I can show you. Like over in this area, remember when they're right on along this reef line here, but they're usually on that side. They're quite plentiful. They're probably there now. We just can't see them. I know that sun gets in your eyes when I turn around. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to avoid that. But let's look at this damage Michelle mentioned. If you guys are on YouTube, I'm sorry, if you're on Facebook, please consider going over to YouTube for just a moment. If you're not subscribed, please do so. You'll wish you did in about a month or so. And then maybe give a like and a share, and you can set your reminders on YouTube to get notified. So this was, I was thinking about what the timing was on this, and best that I can remember, here you go, sorry about that. Best I can remember, it was about February of this year that there was a crack right along, let's see, actually about right in here where there's like a little fault, almost a little fault right there. And it kind of dipped down a little bit, and then it fell in. But it only fell in a couple of feet, maybe, something like that. I don't know the exact timeline, but I know it was around February when I first saw this. You can't go under that tape. That tape is like a barrier of some sort. But look at that, what's happened since then. They have new musicians here. So if you've ever seen this, I'll just let you look at this a little bit more. Look at how destructive that is. And that's just water erosion, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this waves that comes in. Just thousands of those little waves and big waves made that happen. Whoops. And it's just steadily grown. And I really, really feel bad about Barefoot Beach, because this used to be, I mean, a beautiful place before this fence was put up. Sitting over there just decimated their business. And if you remember, if you've been to Pauhana, that band that plays there now, the two gentlemen and the lady, they originated here and they went to Pauhana. But now they're bringing this new band. I don't know who this new band is, but they have guitars, looks like drums, and another guitar, two guitars. So it looks like they're still maintaining the live music. I just hope that they continue to do business, because this could be decimating to their business. I mean, this is out of the view of, actually, let me show you this, because their flowers are up and these look nice. This is usually the view you would have, but ignore that fence. Isn't that beautiful? But it's that fence just ruins it. And nobody wants to sit here. Usually it's quite full. I just think that's a beautiful set, like right there. I think that's a beautiful shot. Too bad that fence is there. Oh yeah, it's bad. It really is bad. But it's a beautiful Friday afternoon. You know, 5 o'clock. People are getting off work very soon. They're going to be coming here to set up their barbecues. And over there in King Kamehameha Park, people are going to their baseball, football practice. That's the War Memorial. I'm sure you all know, but that's just a reminder. That's the War Memorial right there. It's an open seawater, or not open seawater, but it's a seawater filled or seawater fed aquatic. What do you call it? When it's a what's a gymnasium, like aquatic gymnasium or something. Anyway, but it's a like a 10-lane swimming facility there. And that's Waikiki Aquarium right there. And right on the other side of the War Memorial, just right on the other side, is Kaimana Beach. Actually, it's called Sensochi Beach, but people call it Kaimana Beach because Kaimana Hotel is right there. See that little white little lifeguard stand right there, right on the other side of that rounded corner there. That's the that rounded building. That's Kaimana Hotel. Home to the bamboo straws, the elusive bamboo straws, and some of the best passion fruit iced tea I have ever had. Yeah, he swam there right after the Olympics. He had already won the Olympics. But as I understand, he was the first one to swim there. They did it as a ceremonial event or swim. Yeah, these guys are going to get it on, man. How goes it, man? Looks like you guys are going to get it on soon. What times do you play? 5:30, 8:30. Fantastic. What may come back by? We come. I live here. We come here all the time, man. I appreciate it. What's the name of your band? All right, nice. All right, guys. You look good, man. Tony, we're going to Hawaii. We do live streams around here all the time. I've seen you around. I've seen you around before. All right, brother. We'll bring you some eyeballs. How's that? All right, bro. See, Lance, just be nice to people. You don't have to be mean all the time. It's how you're nice and you build relationships. You don't have to be all Australian on everybody all the time. So let's do, since it's us that's going to be deciding, what is it you want to do this weekend? I thought about just doing a drive around, but I don't like the drive arounds just because I have to break up the stream so much. I can't drive and then take the phone off the stand and take it right out of the car and go. I have to do the drive, stop, take the phone off, start a new stream, put it back on, get off, it just requires a lot of streams. And when we do a lot of the drives, it's just sad, but we just lose connection, just lose connection on the stream. But we'll do, if you guys are okay with it, we'll do whatever it is you want to do. You're the boss. You're the boss. I just bring it to you. Yeah, they're, from what I understand, I spoke to somebody who was working on the sidewalk down here. They were just doing a very minor concrete repair. And I asked him about this and he knew all about it. He said, from what he said, I'm just paraphrasing it. He said that they started the planning for it. And when they went to do the inspection of it, they realized it was way down and way further than what they thought. And by the time they by the time they came back to do an assessment, it was broken down even further than what they thought it was. He says, so they have to bring in more specialized people, I guess, or something like that, but it's now going to be delayed. And he had no idea when. But on that topic, Target Target's going to have to run into a lot of problems to not hit that December deadline, because they were bringing trucks of merchandise, not into the store, but I saw them driving trucks of merchandise in International Marketplace warehouse parking. So they're bringing in merchandise right now, and it's what, October. So 2 months, they're going to be open. That would be great if they're open. Yeah, this is as real life as it gets, you know. You see it, hear it, say it. See it, you know. You know, Mari, I actually thought about that, doing elevated, and that may be a good idea. I don't know, but they're going to have to do a lot of excavation. I mean, they were never going to be able to just go in and do a little fix and be done with it. But it's as you saw, and I mean, obviously we're just seeing it from the surface and just looking down. When you get down in there, now it's getting so soaked. And one thing you have to keep in mind is that when there was a wall there, the walkway and the wall, that wall was at least keeping some of the water from in that area. But now you've been getting, you know, hundreds of days, months of just water and water and water and water down in that area. So now that bottom bedrock part, or that area down there, just like soaked, you know. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. I mean, as you guys know, I'm a structural engineer as well, so they can call me and I can help them out with it. But you know, it's not my part to impose. There is another place that world famous Cassie Vegas, you'll be happy to know, and you too, Waikiki Wendy Silva. We're going to go to the deck. Actually, you know what? Is Wendy on here still? She may have to be off her computer, maybe too late, her for a parole officer. Anyway, we're going to do a deck let's eat. Maybe I'll wait until you're here, Waikiki Wendy Silva, and do that. Do a let's eat live stream if you want to do it. Or if you're afraid, then that's all right. You can just say you're afraid and we don't have to do it. Yeah, well, Janet, what I was going to do is if you guys really wanted to do that nightlife live music stream, I was going to start right here. And I was going to start zigzagging across the street, and I was going to end up at Pauhana. And then if I did that tonight, I was going to end up down there when the fireworks started at 8. So I was going to start the stream here about 6 o'clock, 6:15, and then just zigzag and show you all the venues, but get down there at Pauhana about 8 o'clock when the fireworks started. If I don't do that tonight, which it doesn't look like I'm going to, I'll do it next week. So we'll put that off for a week. But I think that'd be kind of cool. Start it here at 6, then go up there to Tiki's, then go up there to Marriott, come down, and we'll just go up and show. We're not going to stay there for 20, 30 minutes, but I'll just show you what the live music area is, just so you know the venues. And then we'll probably jump over to Kahio real quick, because not every hotel along the way has live music, as you can imagine. But I would be remiss if I did not show you the Hideout, Lay Low, and the secret spot. So yeah, I could do that. I definitely want to do that. Yeah, the deck would be really good. Waikiki Wendy Silva would be a good person to do that with, because she loves something there too. I'm not sure what it was, but the deck is a place that I'm guilty of. Well, 100% self-admitted guilty of it. I just kind of discounted it because of its location, and it was at a, not the most amazing hotel. But when you go up there, it's almost like the bar at the Hideaway, the Laylo. I'm sorry, at the Laylo Hotel, the Hideout, which is the bar above it. You kind of, and I just kind of gave it an offhand, and it's not that big of a thing. But I was like, it was like not that big of a deal or whatever. But then I went up there, and it is an amazing place. The bar is so well set up. If you've seen any of our live streams up there, that was one of our best live streams with Waikiki Wendy Silva. But that is a great venue. But the deck, which is just right there at Queen Kapiolani, you have an unobstructed view of Diamond Head right there, but they have an amazing, amazing bar. And it's just, I think the bar is set up and more aptly appointed than the hotel is itself. Hello there. Look at that dog. That dog had blonde hair, had blonde spots, blonde and white spots on it. Does this get boring for you guys when I walk back this way, or just showing you the hotels? I think they do such a great job up there. One thing about this is the Marriott, by the way. One of the things that the Marriott does that a lot of people may not know is they have an entertainment type concourse there towards the back. That's where they have their luau, but they also have live music up there. But they also have these. If you see right there, they have the fire pits. There's 2 fire pits there that you can rent, or not rent, but reserve. That is a spectacular place for a sunset. All these hotels along here have really good corner seatings. So or settings, settings. Anyway, places to sit. Marriott's right there. The Twin Fin is really, really nice right in there. It's and they have live music, and the musical artist is sitting here on the corner, right, this facing that way, and so you have him in the back, or you have the sunset in the background. The Iolani is also another really good one here. As you can imagine, they all have them, but they're just really nice on the corner. And then the Hyatt on the far end over there. Not boring at all. Okay. All righty. It's not for me because I see things different every day that I come almost. And you know, I want to thank all of you who I met with in the last couple of weeks. You all give me such great insight because I can only know so much. I'm not in the hotel rooms like you are with you, or any of those things like Janet. She gave great insight, and it's real person in the flesh, feet on the ground, head on the bed type information. Her, Diane K, Mara number 5. You guys are doing great reviews. I know Sandra's going to do some good reviews. Sandy's going to do some good reviews. Once she gets home and stops crying, she'll do a great review. But you know, you're giving really, really good information. I really do appreciate it about the tours that you've won or gone on, the catamaran sails, just giving your insight. Those are really good firsthand perspectives and reviews. And I'm telling you, the reviews that you're writing, just when you're writing them, if I give you any tip, and some of you are doing a great job of it, most of you are doing a great job of this anyway, just write it from the perspective knowing that there are literally thousands of people who will see that review and see the pictures, you know, in the constant look views and comments and things like that. Just write them from a perspective that how you were 6 months before you came here. What did you want to know? What did you want to learn? What were questions you had about the hotels? And you guys are doing a great job in diffusing some of those objections and answering some of those questions prior to people even asking them. So I think you're doing just a great job. I want to just extend a thank you to you guys for doing that, taking the time. So this is Iolani. That's their bar area up there. Along over this way too. We're just a programming note. I don't know. There's actually 2 things. I don't know what happened to the stream the other day where we just did a walk around, something like that. But we did a walk around, and on YouTube, it ended correctly. Everything was fine. But on Facebook, it just kept running for like 8 hours. And we couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop it. Terry couldn't stop it. We tried all types of things. So it ran really long, and now it has kind of a messed up algorithm. So even though it had like 6,000 or 7,000 views, I don't think it's ruining anything else, but we may take that one down. But it was one of the really good streams. Yeah, we may need to take that down. And sadly, and this is again without our interference, but the what's it cost to stay in Waikiki? I may need to do that. Well, not may. I'm absolutely going to redo that. Redo that stream. It's on YouTube and it's great. Ran perfectly. Audio is fantastic. Visuals is great. But on YouTube, I'm sorry, on Facebook, for some reason, it just kept running and deleted itself. Facebook doesn't know where it is. I don't know where it is. It's not in the trash, not in terminated files. So they said the only thing it had what they call a catastrophic failure, which means it was just it turned into a data file that just went away. So we're going to redo that stream. We're not going to do it in the next week or so, but probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks, which will give us a new set of data. So if you want new dates and new data and new rates and new dates, new rates and new data, you're going to get it. That's one of the new, that is the new catamaran right there. I don't think it's owned by, I think it's owned by a new company. I don't think it's just a new, I don't think it's a new catamaran in an existing company. The food truck's okay. It's perfect until it's not, Lancelot, that's for sure. You're wanting to go down here, Cassie? Down that way or down this way further from Twin Fin? Closer to the zoo or further away? On the other end of, man, if you're looking at maybe something that's more of a budget conscious, maybe look at Waikiki Shore. That's really good. Big rooms. Dale Rogers is someone you can actually talk to about that. And then maybe look at the Imperial. It's not beachfront, but you'll save a lot of money off of the beachfront and right across the street hotels. And it's quite nice. It actually won several awards, key awards, and the rates seem to be pretty nice. But it's, you know, all we can give you are benchmarks for rates and dates. I know a couple of you didn't want me to mention the rate or the hotel because you think it's going to affect your rate, but it won't because you've already booked your stays. But there are a couple of people that did just an amazing job in getting a great rate. Also Pacific Monarch, which is right straight through here. They have ocean view rooms, not Hyatt here, on the other side, on the end of this street here on Kahio. They have a really good rate, and because it's an older building, the room's going to be less expensive, but they're going to be bigger in size. They're going to be larger in size rooms, and the balconies are good, and they have laundry facilities on location. They have rentals of what am I trying to say? Beach toys, beach chairs, boards, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was frustrating because we did such hard work on it, but it's 100% viable and still usable on YouTube. You know, just go there and take a look. I mean, it's great information. But what it's going to give you now is we're going to redo it in probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you'll have new dates, new rates, and I think it'll be beneficial. So I'm looking at the problem as a glass half full perspective. We don't give this place enough love, and I think it kind of loses its shine because it's been here for years and 30 years more. But Kieran's, if you like Chinese food, that's a really, really good place. But I'm going to go in there and do a, I think I could do a let's eat. I need to go down inside there and do a check on the stream connection. Maybe we can do that. But it's downstairs, so I may lose connection. But if we can keep connection, I'm going to definitely do a let's eat in there. They don't let you load that big of a. I can link from it, which we already have, but we can't take that video and load it to Facebook because it's too big of a file. It's like over 200, like 200 gig or something like that. It's way too big. Further away, talk to Dale Rogers. He can give you the straight skinny on the Waikiki shores. All right, guys, we're going to end this here. Actually, I'll walk a few more feet. Do you guys want to do a beer stream? I'll go have a beer because I'd like to have one right now. I'd like to have either a longboard or a big wave with my buddy Lance. If you want to do one, let me know. Put a 1 in if you want. If we get enough of them, we'll go. There's only 50 of you on here. How many can we get? Make sure you like and share this stream or you're going to be in big, big, big trouble. No, you're not. I'm just teasing. You're not going to be in trouble. Yeah, Princess Diane just went to Princess K and she said she had a great experience. There's obviously the new tower and then the older tower. You know what else is going to be done by then, Cassie Vegas, is the Ohana East, which is right around the corner. I don't like that hotel, but a lot of people do. Don't like it or not like it because of me, but they'll be open. They say in December. I think that's nonsense, but they say December. And they renovated a lot of that hotel. All right. Beer 30. All right, let's do it. We'll do our sign off. I like doing it when there's crowds around. So let's do it up here by just a little bit up here. People look at me as like I'm crazy anyway. I'm not wearing my weight vest, so it's a little less cringy looking, sociopathic looking. Let's do it right here where these gals and guys are, guys and gals. All right. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. All right, guys, there's 53 on you. There better be at least 53 likes. At least 53. I mean, come on, man. At least 53 of you. Here we go. 4 L's. Come on, load them up. Let's give some to Lucille. Lucille and I are going to go out tonight. I'm going to take her out and we're going to get her probably a piece of steak or maybe a fresh salmon or something from Blue Ocean or maybe Paia Fish Company. No spice or nothing, but we're going to go celebrate a little something with her. So it's 4 L's, 4 L's. All right. Hopefully you laughed, learned, loved, and liked on Facebook and on YouTube. Hopefully you did it both. If you did, you're going to be on Santa's lucky list. So here we go. You're going to see it maybe shake a little bit because I'm going to do this. If this is your first stream, hopefully it's not your last. Great life decisions. If it is your last, what a horrible life decision. You're cutting yourself out of so much fun and games and activities and all types of things. But if it is your last, I hopefully all the other streams that led up to this and made this one worthy of your time to stick around, and know that I love every second, every minute, every hour, every day that you allow me to show you all of this